What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to today's Clash of Clans video. We are going to be attacking with the mass Hog Riders. Reason being, guys, is this the end of Hog Riders? There are some balance changes coming to the game very soon. I will be sure to discuss all of these, give you my thoughts on them later on in the video, but I thought we would theme the video around the one which I feel is the most significant, and that is Hog Riders level 9 are getting a HP nerf from 920 to 890. You can let me know in the comments how you feel about the balance changes, but let's show you why the Hog Riders is, in my opinion, the most significant. It is to try and reduce the mass Hog Rider attack strategy effectiveness. It is very powerful. Hog Riders still work with the Queen charge, with the kill squad into Hog Riders, but many of you might have seen the Sui mass Hog Riders. Now, we did a video just a couple of days ago where we attacked live. I got 96% time fail. I will be sure to link that one at the end of this in case you're interested. But then we got a 3-star in the Clan War Leagues against a maxed out base. So let's break this one down for you very briefly, show you the Sui mass Hog Rider attack strategy, and this is the one that the balance change is trying to reduce the effectiveness of. Now, in my opinion, it is very heavily dependent on the base as well. The town hall being to the outside of the base is something you need to look forward to in terms of getting this strategy to work. You don't want to use your Grand Warden's ability on the town hall. You need to be able to create pathing for your Hog Riders and get value. So if you can take out the enemy king alongside that town hall, I mean, if the queen is there, it is an absolute bonus. But you need to be able to take out the heroes. Hog Riders won't attack them. Notice how once this bottom area gets taken out, we've then got clear pathing through the base here, and the Hog Riders can be focused through the top area. So let's show you the replay. 2 minutes and 20 seconds, annihilated this base. Just have to set up the funnel very easily. You can see balloons come to the archer tower. I use minions on the other side, and then we force the king and queen into the base with that Sui technique, which is basically a hero dive, sending the heroes into the town hall. I will be sure to do some live attacks in multiplayer as well to show you this, but the ice golem, I feel, here was a nice touch, just to be able to freeze that king, allow my queen through, because I need the queen's ability to get through the town hall. Also, the wall breakers there were also well deployed in my opinion, and I feel like the funnel created here was just about perfect. But give me any feedback that you have on my attack for sure down in the comments. Now, if you can take out the clan castle troops as part of this as well, absolute bonus. A lava hound is not going to do anything to Hog Riders, so I just need to make sure the balloons are down. If I very briefly pause the attack, notice how when I deploy the Hog Riders to this multi-inferno and this top area, they will just be condensed in that area. There's nowhere else for them to go. I can reinforce up here with a stone slammer as well, and that will help to condense my Hog Riders onto the Eagle Artillery. You want that down pretty early on. So because you use the hero dive, you take out the town hall, you take out that initial pathing and objectives, you don't really need to use any spells. You can save all of them for the hogs. Initially, I used one heal. In the middle of the base, I have a rage and a skeleton spell for the queen, and if you want to rewind back to see a little bit more in depth with this, feel free, but I used the freeze in order to freeze the eagle and the queen. If the eagle artillery is next to the queen, you're laughing. Just freeze them both at the same time. Rage, Skellies, use the Grand Warden's ability over the Rage, because as the Hog Riders power through a Rage spell, you don't want a heal spell there. You're not then getting the value. And then it's just a case of making sure the splash damage areas are healed with the Hog Riders and having plenty of cleanup. I took a baby dragon in this one in case I needed that on the left hand side for the funnel, but also I could use it to take out stud buildings in the center so as not to time fail. That is the Suimass Hog Rider attack strategy. That is where the balance change aims to reduce the effectiveness of this, because check it out, I had 40 Hog Riders plus 8 in my clan castle, 48 Hog Riders, and that's what you need to try and do as part of this strategy. So if you think 30 HP gets reduced from every Hog Rider, that is a lot to take a hit in terms of the mass hogs. Let me know your thoughts. I still feel it will work so long as the base is very well set up for the strategy, such as the one you've just seen, but hopefully it will reduce the effectiveness of it widely, if that makes sense. And I do think that the more kill squad Hog Riders, the Queen Charge Hog Riders, will still have their effectiveness, because you're not having as many Hog Riders in there, you're not losing as much HP. But let me know your thoughts. Very quickly, before we dive into a multiplayer attack here, I will use the same composition because I feel it works quite well. It gives me good flexibility in terms of setting up the funnel, but also getting a little bit into the base and also cleaning up. So if you want to, guys, be sure to screenshot the army composition now. That will help you out. But in terms of the other balance changes, no confirmed date as of yet. Golems. Honestly, I don't think this is a big change. I haven't used a golem for the longest time, but let me know if you use the golems. I only used them with that video where I did 9 golems, and it kind of worked in Legends League, to be fair. But we are going to get a 3rd golemite, so that's definitely an interesting buff to the golems, not just a HP buff this time, but also giving you some more golemites. The dragons, they do work well, but they are very base specific, so hopefully this will help them a little bit. But I do feel like if the base is set up well, they still might not be as usable as, let's say, the Lavaloon, Miners, Hogs, you know, them armies that are a little bit more user friendly in terms of a variety of bases. Valkyries, they tend not to be used as a mass strategy anymore, but this is a meta that we've seen actually, and I've seen it happen time and time again, where Valkyries within the game have been very underwhelming. They get a buff and all of a sudden mass Valkyrie attack strategies overwhelm the game, and let's just see whether that happens. I really don't think it's going to now at Town Hall 12, but you never know. It's happened before. Let's find out. We've mentioned the Hog Riders, Hog Gliders. I haven't really used too much in the builder base, but you guys can share with me your thoughts. And then the Inferno Towers, not really too much of a difference for higher level play. However, the Tesla and the Mortar, any of you guys that follow Itsu's channel, I was checking out the video that he did in terms of the balance changes, and I kind of was aware of this, but it never really popped into my head the first time I read the balance changes here. But it will take more than one balloon now to take out a Tesla and a Mortar, so the Troll Teslas will be something to look out for when you are attacking within the Clan War leagues or within competitive play. Now, the unfortunate thing about not really attacking for quite some time is that we're in Titans League. We now have to deal with clouds. Alrighty guys, we have a base which is 30 trophies in offering and a good amount of loot. Now, the town hall is exposed alongside the clan castle. That's clearly a trap, but I feel like we should give it a try. So let's start with the ice golem. I feel like that's a good option here, followed by a wizard, the pecker, the king, the queen, and then let's go slowly with the wall breakers here as well. Let's use the poison spell in this area. Once the king needs to use his ability, I will then use that as well, guys. Ice golem is going to pop, king's ability will then be used, and boom, we can now use the wall breakers coming into the area. They may or may not get through this area, and they do not, but the queen is going to be able to get the town hall. She's going to be able to reach the multi-inferno, and that is everything that we wanted from this area. Now, if we take out any of the expos, that is a bonus. One of them goes down, and we are not going to get the next one. However, we can start the Suimass Hogs. Why don't we start the Slammer on this side, just to start the Hog Riders, and then let's go with all of them across this area, followed by the Grand Warden. We can use a heal spell initially. We can get a freeze onto the Eagle, the Queen, a raid Rage, and then the Skelly spell as well, followed by that Grand Warden's ability. The Queen is going to be history. The Hogs drive themselves forward. Let's get another heal in either side by side. And this is looking good, guys. Let's get this wizard spread out at the moment. The Suimass Hog Riders at its best. That is why it is an incredibly powerful strategy right now. The heal spell over by the Multi-Inferno was used a little bit early, to be honest with you. I wanted to try and protect some of the Hog Riders that were in that area, whilst knowing that when the bulk of them came around, we would still have the heal in situ. But I do feel like we could have held on to that, guys. That could have been better handled, shall we say. The minions are always kept for the inside buildings, but we are indeed going to run out of time here. It's going to be a time fail, guys. We did waste a little bit of time initially in terms of the base. I'm not sure how long it was. You could rewind the video back and have a look. Let me know in the comments. It's going to be close, but it is going to be a time fail, guys. The clan castle up here is something that definitely will not go down. It's a maxed out base. It's a troll base. We were able to get into the top. We were able to crack that area, get the town hall, get a multi, get the clan castle troops down, but it is going to be around about 90+% here that we are going to get. It's closing in on 92, maybe even 93 that we will get. 94, close to 95. Oh, so close, guys. Time fail. Let's see if we can fix that. I'm pretty sure we can. Let's see about fixing that in the next attack. 20 trophies, so not as much as the attack before this. However, check out this base. We have the clan castle troops right next to the town hall, so definitely a bonus. Don't think we can reach that multi, but we don't really need to. Let's get into it. We don't want to time fail. So let's go with the P.E.K.K.A here on this area. We can then use the king probably to drive up this area. And it looks like we have the bonus of no clan castle troops either. So we can put the queen in. We can let that go to the town hall. And let's use a test wall breaker down the bottom here. There is a small bomb. Look, we then have to ensure that the timing of the mortar didn't send our troops to that area. King is going to be redirected into the base. Queen is going to take the town hall down, and this looks incredibly good at this point. Where can we use the slammer? Actually, why don't we use the slammer up to the top, and then why don't we drive the Hog Riders over that area as well? This is going very, very well. We might even keep the queen alive in terms of cleanup. Let's now drive the Hog Riders into that top area. We can use an ice golem in order to tank as well. Lots of Hog Riders coming out. Let's get an initial heal spell in, always good to do. Again, notice in the area we can actually freeze the queen and the eagle here. Let's do that now, followed by the skellies, the rage, the Grand Warden's ability, and as everything comes forward, we pretty much wouldn't even have to use the rest of these spells, guys. Let's go a bit crazy here. Let's see if we can get through this without using any of the other heal spells, because I think we can do this. I don't know. I might be biting off more than I can chew here, but I am definitely going for it. 3 heal spells in the bag, and there we go, guys. I know there was no clan castle troops. I know it wasn't a maxed out base, but heck, 3 heal spells in the bag, and the poison spell. Could have used the poisons on the skellies. That is how overwhelming that attack was, and definitely made up for the fact that we didn't get the 3-star the one before this. Let me know in the comments. Are you happy with that attack? No heal spell. 1 heal spell. Let me off, guys. 1 heal spell. Swagged 3 heal spells and a poison spell. I'm pretty happy with that. I know it's not maxed, but I'm pretty happy with that. Using them spells in combination to get the queen in the center of the base is just insane, guys. Let me know what you think of the balance changes. Have you any thoughts on this? Do you agree with them? Do you not agree with them? Be sure to let me know. We can actually upgrade a few more walls now, guys. I might actually play a little bit of hide and seek. If you can see my walls that need upgrading, I need 4 of them, just tell me in the comments, because I'm struggling to find them, and I don't really want to go moving my base around to find them. I know that I could do that, but I don't really want to. I think it's kind of cool. Anyways, if you do want to see the live war attack where we nearly got it done with the Sui Mass Hog Riders, I'll be sure to link that video there for you. It's definitely a fun one, explained a little bit more about the strategy and how to use it. That wraps it up for this one. Until next time, guys, peace out.